Blowing up, smoking fire flame, my dog. One thing that's on my mind, that's burning it all. Got dabs on smear and my weed on loud. Don't worry about what cloud I'ma be on now. I get up all the way and I stay real high. Hard to keep my bags on max on the top, but I'm running through it fast like Jordan the Kersey. Turkey smell like Lord have mercy. Everything around me smell like Doja. I'ma smoke on these blunts that are long as the cold. Blazing non-stop, my habits ridiculous. Got a new batch and it smells like licorice. Hella dank smoke everywhere that I go. How many am I sparking up? You already know. If my high ain't extreme, then I keep puffing. Cloud parkour, gotta keep on jumping. Inhaling smoke and we blowing it out. Inhaling smoke and we blowing it out. Hey man, we inhaling smoke and we blowing it out. Inhaling smoke and we blowing it out. Hey man, we inhaling smoke and we blowing it out. Inhaling smoke and we blowing it out. Hey man, we inhaling smoke and we blowing it out. Inhaling smoke and we blowing it out. Big blunts filled with the chronic. Still splashing around in hydronics. Still crack Dutchy different than my swishers. Still always smear dabs on the inners. Still puffin' my blunts to the far side. Still always lighting two when I spark mine. Still always got flame in the bag with me. Still always got weed who can't have with me. Inhaling smoke and we blowing it out. Inhaling smoke and we blowing it out. Hey man, we inhaling smoke and we blowing it out. Inhaling smoke and we blowing it out. Hey man, we inhaling smoke and we blowing it out. Inhaling smoke and we blowing it out. Hey man, we inhaling smoke and we blowing it out. Inhaling smoke and we blowing it out. Getting lit up, getting lit up. I'm so high, getting lit up, getting lit up, getting lit up. I'm so high, getting lit up. I wake up every day, the weed already rolled. My nigga just picked up everything he got already sold. He can roll. When he get back, everything he bring already gone. Crack open the swisher sweet, get some dabs and smear it on. Hoovers ain't been allowed to smoke and can't. In the cloud,
thanks for rolling up to good Marley. This is certified Pothead.
Letting a whole bunch of steam out. Roll up, light up, roll up, light up, roll up.
Rolling up one of my
roll up, light up.
What is this? This is
light up, roll up.
This is one of my evening blood. This is one of my evening blood.
Getting lit up. I'm so high, getting lit up, getting lit up, getting lit up. I'm so high, getting lit up. I spent all afternoon on breaking down buds. 2 blunts crack, rolling them up. 2 at a time, is always enough.
Today we gonna be looking at yesterday when we jumped on, we watched a video from 1957 that was about goofballs and weed and shit. So we gonna watch another
roll up, light up.
See what we got jumping on.
Light up, roll up, light up. Getting lit up, getting lit up. I'm so high, getting lit up, getting lit up, getting lit up.
Before we jump into that
so
shit right now,
getting lit up, getting lit up, getting lit up.
I get an email from
getting lit up, getting lit up, getting lit.
I get an email from YouTube earlier today talking about they gonna hold the monetization on the channel. So I'm looking on. What the issue is, they still tripping on the goddamn blunt reviews, bro. Like at least they ain't give me no strikes or nothing. They just took monetization off the bit. But that don't really affect us too much right now because the channel ain't really like bringing hella dough from the what's the fake?
Always smelling like strong. I say cause I only got good weed. And this whole bag is about to get smoked like it got the Arizona in the hoodie. Growing up constant, I don't ever take a break. That's what makes me certified stony. I smoke by myself, do my own flying. Hoovers can't smoke on weed that belongs to me. Putting up smoke like I'm barbecuing. Hitting on strong is all I'm doing.
Alright, we gonna let me talk to my wife real quick. Let me see. Alright, we gonna get ready to jump into this joint. Yeah, bro. Like I said, the channel and shit, they fucking around and shit, bro. They fucking around, bro. I don't know what the fuck the issue is and shit. Oh, you said they deleted some. I ain't even see that they deleted some. I'm gonna have to go, through a look. Yeah. I have to go through a look.
All day long, I'm rolling and smoking. Got my high on a steady incline.
Yeah, they might have his shit. I did see some time ago and shit. They was talking about, you know what I mean? They did a new update to the rules and shit. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, we at they whim because it's their platform and shit. Open up a Swisser, twist some strong into it. Regardless, we about to jump into these into this video with shit, bro. You say that I reviewed the Grape Game? I don't know if I did the Grape Game itself. I may have did the Grape Game, but I don't know shit. Like yeah, I'm about to go through and look at all the games and shit that's on the
super greenie. Hoovers all say I'm a super meanie. Smoke mine down to his teeny weeny. RCB's on the fucking track. Smoked out is how I spend my day, Stoney.
Yo, this song right here, go ahead. About to we about to jump into this video, but let's listen to this.
Stoney. Then I get rolling them steady, I never miss a beat. Fire flame going in my switch to sweet, the roll of new seed. I combine different weeds, my bag have no sticks and seeds. Puffin', only the extra strong. Sessions going all day long. Papers, pipes, blunts and bones. If you ain't smoking, then you doing it wrong, my nigga.
Good, kid.
Rolling weed in the super greenie. Hoovers all say I'm a super meanie. Smoke mine down to his teeny weeny. Rolling up weed is what I do all day, Stoney. Big pile of weed like a bell or a hay, Stoney. I might try to put it all in a J, Stoney. Then get blazed, Stoney. Raw and grabber if I ain't got a Dutchie. Who was looking, but they still can't touch him. I spend all my day in smoking, it's lovely. 2 blunts hitting on the loudest terps. Hydro just like waterworks. I love the green and enjoy the perks. Going back to the clouds to surf, my nigga. Rolling weed in the super greenie. Hoovers all say I'm a super meanie. Smoke mine down to his teeny weeny.
Smoke mine down, bro. That's on when it just came out and shit. So it is free stream, free download shit. And it's been doing some numbers, bro. I checked that y'all have been, playing it. So, thanks for everybody who been playing it and streaming and downloading the drink. That shit does help me. It does help me every time y'all stream that drink. Alright, this is what we about to watch, bro. This is called Bridge from No Place. 1970 Drug Use and Abuse Film, National Institute of Mental Health. I don't know exactly what they're gonna talk about. Like they may be talking about weed, they might not be talking about weed. I don't know, but they may be talking about bennies and shit. They may be talking about some LSD or some other shit, bro. We don't know, bro. We just gonna jump in and check it out. It's all Periscope Films channel, bro. So make sure y'all slide over there. Let them know, you know what I mean? We watching their content over. Peace.
Falling down, falling down.
London Bridges.
London Bridge is falling down. My fair lady.
How many of y'all are old enough to remember the London Bridges game and shit? I remember doing London Bridges falling down. I remember doing those, but that was way back with internet was the shit.
London Bridge is falling down.
When Peggy and I moved into this house, we thought it was just a normal house where people were using some acid, some grass, maybe some speed. We found out there was a lot of shooting up going on. Some people were using heroin to the point that we couldn't trust each other anymore. The work wasn't getting done. We began to lie to each other. So Peggy and I took a stand against hard narcotics, and we called a house meeting. And the house members agreed that we wouldn't have any more heroin or methadone in the house.
Hold on. I was just talking to my son real quick. What I just missed, bro?
When Peggy and I moved into this house, we thought it was just a normal house where people were using some acid, some grass,
Are they in a
maybe some speed. We found out there was a lot of shooting up going on. Some people were using heroin to the point that we couldn't trust each other anymore. The work wasn't getting done.
So where are they at? He said they in the workhouse somewhere. Where are you at, bro? You and your girl moved into what? Why MCA? You said everybody in that bitch doing heroin, bro? What?
We began to lie to each other. So Peggy and I took a stand against hard narcotics. And we called a house meeting. And the house members agreed that we wouldn't have any more heroin or methadone in the house.
What is that with methadone? Y'all know what that shit is? Is that just regular? Is that what regular meth is? Is meth? I thought meth is like methamphetamines. What's methadone? Is that the same? Is that just a molecule off of meth?
Yet some people found these two drugs just too groovy to give up.
Too groovy, bro.
And it sort of destroyed the whole house.
Now we build it up again, up again, up again. Now we build it up again, my fair lady. Now we build it up again, up again,
Distant drummer.
up again. Now we build it
Is this
up
called
again,
the Distant Drummer or Bridge from
my
Memphis?
fair lady.
Oh, it's called
Now we
Bridge from
build
Memphis.
it
So
up
what's the Distant Drummer?
again,
What's that?
up again, up again. Now we build it up again, my fair lady.
A communal is destroyed by heroin. But to most of us, a more important and meaningful institution is also being destroyed with alarming frequency. The American home. Narcotics and their relatives.
Yo, why that look like? That look like out East Ridge. East Ridge don't mean shit to y'all. But in the Bergen shit, there's a spot out the way. These buildings look like fucking East Ridge. Low income housing in the suburbs.
Amphetamines and barbiturates.
You see that whip back there, bro? Look at these old schools. Look at that station wagon.
Rip apart the fabric of family life at every social and economic level. The tragic aftermath fills hospitals, prisons, and rehabilitation centers across the country. The entire question of drug use is vastly complex.
Oh, look at that! Look at that jail, bro. Look at yo. All right, what we got? We got 15 people here. We got 3 Italians, with 4 Italians, a Mexican, and the rest of these niggas is black. So since the 70s, the jails look the same as shit. All right.
The drugs themselves are many and varied. The precise information available to us, when it does exist, is often cloaked in myth
That nigga look like Ben Stiller.
and controversy. Drug users do not fit within any comfortable grouping. They are young as well as old. They are disadvantaged.
God damn, my man. Yo, he got a hard ass life. That nigga look like he was throwing bricks at shit, my man. Your face look rough.
But often affluent.
Abraham. That's it. Don't that look like Abraham, nigga? Yo, if I put up a penny right now, bro. I swear this is Abe Lincoln without a goddamn fucking hat on.
I do the hard narcotics for escape. I do the more interesting drugs, the psychedelic drugs for learning.
What, bro? Yo, you all the way gone.
It wasn't enough for me to smoke. I needed something else.
The drug scene in Vietnam is really a strange scene. It's hard to describe. Like, drugs are very prevalent there. They're all over the place. You can get marijuana. You can go out and pick it.
You can go pick marijuana in Vietnam? What? That's how weed was growing in Vietnam? You could just go pick that shit up? No, again, this is 7. But that shit might still got wild weed in Vietnam, bro.
A very nervous, uptight, lost little girl. And after I turned on, I may not have found the answer to everything, but at least, it didn't seem of such immediate danger to me.
Heroin is a painkiller. It kills all pain. It kills mental, physical anguish. It kills anxiety. It kills boredom. It produces pleasure just based on the drug itself and nothing else.
Got to the point where
Yeah, I don't need none of that, bro. No, you don't need none of that shit neither,
where
bro.
everything I did, everything I made, I poured into the habit.
The drugs make you put that goddamn jacket on.
The problem is I'm in a drug culture.
At one time, it was considered unusual for anyone under the age of 16 to be experimenting with drugs. But now it is not uncommon to see it among 6th graders. And in one well-to-do school on the West Coast, the drug experiment is numbered among of the student population. A house destroyed, but a house that can be rebuilt. The man who stands at the center of the rebuilding operation and who shoulders much of the nation's concern over drug abuse is Dr. Stanley F. Yolis.
The aim of the national program is to rehabilitate the estimated 100,000 narcotic addicts and the estimated 500,000 persons in the United States who regularly abuse non-narcotic drugs. Because drug abuse and drug dependence is apparently the result of physical, psychological, social actors.
That nigga was smoking the fuck out those
Research
cigarettes.
supported by the National Institute of Mental Health or carried out directly by the National Institute of Mental Health must range from basic studies on action, on the addicting qualities of new drugs and how they act in the body, to studies of social patterns of drug abuse, as well as studies of new methods of treatment and rehabilitation.
Deep in the heart of Kentucky's bluegrass country is the town first and foremost associated with the treatment of narcotic addicts. Since the first prisoner patient was admitted in 1935, the federal hospital at Lexington and its companion at Fort Worth, Texas, have borne the brunt of caring for these little understood and often feared and much maligned American dope addicts.
Yo, think they what? The first drug institution.
For decades, these hospitals themselves have been maligned and misunderstood. They have often been cited as prime examples of how hopeless it is to treat, much less cure, an addict. It is well to remember that when opened, these institutions were only a first step in society's enlightened policy towards the drug addict.
So these are just
While
rehab.
steel bars and grill windows are necessary to...
That's a big ass fucking rehab though. And then you know what, bro? In the 70s and shit, they used to have state hospitals.
to enforce the punitive side of our judgment. Since 1960, changes have taken place. The bars and the grills are being removed, taking emphasis off the custodial aspects. The hospital, now called the Clinical Research Center and administered by the National Institute of Mental Health, has
It's free.
ABC, bro. Shit
patients
keep
from
like
the Clinical
up,
Research
bro.
Center.
I don't know what the issue is. Listen, this is what we'll do. Tomorrow we'll jump on this shit and try to see if we can get the stream together, bro. I was trying to watch some shit and just chill with y'all niggas. The internet don't want to do it at night. Damn, yeah, my screen doing some bullshit. I'm gonna holler at y'all, bro.